What's up, everyone? It's Caddy with MoneyVest. Let's talk a little bit about Tesla stock, which is up another 1.5% pre-market, trading back up to over $250 per share for the first time in a very, very long time. We haven't seen this level in, I believe, almost a year. So it's going to be quite an interesting day to finish out the week. Of course, yesterday the markets were closed in observance of 4th of July. So again, hope you all enjoyed your 4th of July and a very happy independence to everybody over in the US, and hope you had a good time with your friends and family. In this video, I'm going to give you some updates on where we are with Tesla. And as always, if you enjoy this video, find it helpful, please make sure that you drop a like and of course subscribe to the channel if you're just joining us for the first time. And links to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below. Of course, you'll have access to the MoneyVest beta launch that we're going to be doing in now 4 days, in about 3 days now, since it's July 5th now, that you can get access to the entire platform, do a full in-depth fundamental analysis on over 17,500 stocks, and you will pretty much lock in this price at a huge 51% discount that we're offering right now. And over the next 6, 12, 18 months, we're going to be coming out with more updates, more functionality, tools, and features over time. So links going to be down below. And let me know if you have any questions. And also, we've extended our 4th of July sale for all individual courses, 60% off. You can get lifetime access to all the educational courses. Even bundles are going to be 60% off. Coupon code July4 expires in 2 days. So links going to be down below if you want to take advantage of that as well. So first things first, let's talk a little bit about Elon Musk's comments on Gigafactory supercomputer cluster. So he's finalizing the construction of the supercomputer cluster here. This will power the exponential growth in full self-driving, and also Dojo is going to be utilized in what is going to be the key driver for Tesla long-term in Optimus. And Tesla Optimus will make Tesla at a $1 trillion valuation look like a bargain of the decade. This was Teslanomics. Now, I strongly believe, I think this is really what's going to be both good and bad for humankind, right? For the world. In my opinion, it's going to be both good and bad in general. And the reason I say this is because, look, this is the future. This is quite literally the future, right? Humanoid robots doing tasks that are very, very manual and labor intensive is the future. And as technology gets better and better, the cost of doing this is going to come down. As we know that Elon Musk mentioned, $10,000 being sort of like the level where humanoid robots can be sold at. So Musk predicted at the ratio of humanoid robots to humans could be at least 2 to 1. So for every 1 human, there could be 2 robots, and at scale, cost of producing 1 robot could be $10,000. So valuation of Optimus business could alone be $25 trillion with a revenue run rate of close to $1 trillion, I think is what he estimated, in his shareholder meeting. So definitely those are very, very ambitious goals. Takes a lot of execution, takes a lot of quote unquote adoption from the world, from both consumers and from businesses, in order to incorporate this into their own businesses. Now, I've seen some videos that have come out. I've seen some research already on this, that productivity obviously can be increased substantially. I mean, Amazon is already utilizing robots in its warehouses for sorting, shelving, for a lot of mundane labor tasks that were originally done by, of course, people. And the downside of course, hiring people to do all that is all the benefits, right? So companies got to pay health insurance, 401ks, insurance, all those benefits that they have to pay on top of the salaries and the wages. And they're only getting an 8-hour, 10-hour, 12-hour, at best 16-hour shifts. But with robots, right, they don't have to worry about any of the benefits, right? Because robots don't really need health insurance. What they do need, of course, is maintenance and regular upkeep, charging, batteries, all those things. But they can also work around the clock. They can work 24/7. So that is the huge proposition here with humanoid robots, right? And of course, full self-driving kind of plays into the other piece of the puzzle, which is more related to vehicles and cars, right? There's hundreds of billions of cars worldwide, including trucks and all the different types of vehicles out there. And if they can be converted into full self-driving, you unlock so much productivity from humans alone, because you don't have to be behind a wheel driving a car, but also the car is more productive because it's earning more money for you, right? So that's the robotaxi model, which of course Tesla has a potential for. Now, a lot of this, of course, is based on expectations, right? Stories and what Tesla could be. Again, there's a debate, there's an ongoing debate over the last 5, 7, 10 years, whether Tesla is a car company or a technology company or an electric vehicle company or a solar company. But obviously it is all wrapped into one, but right now as it stands, the primary revenue driver is still electric vehicles. They're just getting started. Of course, that's what the market is pricing in for, and that is that this is going to be a huge part of the business. FSD, autonomous drivings, are going to be a huge part of the business. They also did release their upgraded version, a newer version of their FSD recently. And then Sawyer Merritt, one of the biggest sort of proponents of Tesla's story on Twitter and on YouTube as well. For the first time ever, Tesla Cybertruck was the #1 best-selling electric pickup truck in America in the second quarter, outselling the very popular Ford F-150 Lightning. F-150 Ford has been one of the most go-to trucks in the United States. I worked in construction for a couple of years, and this is literally what every construction company had contracts with Ford for their entire fleet, is what they used to buy, F-150. And of course, Cybertruck coming on top of that is a huge accomplishment. I don't think that this can be overstated enough how important this was for Tesla Cybertruck to, of course, come in at the top for the first time ever, ousting, of course, Ford F-150. Now, the Optimus robot is designed to perform a wide range of tasks and has the potential to transform various industries and households. Musk highlighted Tesla's unique position to succeed in this challenging field, leveraging their expertise in electric motors, batteries, and AI. He elaborated on the company's approach, stating, "We've had to design everything from scratch: the motors, the gearboxes, the sensors, the power electronics." And Musk further noted that the lack of existing supply chain for the specific components required for humanoid robots, emphasizing Tesla's innovative efforts in this domain as well. And I think the newer version of humanoid robots have a lot more sensitivity. I've seen, the humanoid robot kind of pick up eggs and sort them and put them into certain places. So there's a lot of application. Obviously, there's unlimited potential opportunities with humanoid robots and what they can do and what they could replace. The downside, of course, is, in my opinion, I think everyone in the world needs to focus on upgrading their skills. I think if you're not upgrading your skills, if you're not doing something remotely related to artificial intelligence or kind of, getting involved in upgrading your skills, unfortunately, there is possibilities that you'd get left behind. Because either you'd be replaced altogether or you'd be making little to no money because of the skill level that you have. So I think it's really important for everybody in the world to look for some ways on how to upgrade skills. I've kind of started to focus more on the technology side of things. So I've started to look more into learning new coding languages or programming or building applications or learning the back-end development side of web applications. So that's where I'm going to be spending more and more time of myself moving forward, because I really want to upgrade certain skills that I believe are going to be very important long term. And of course, with some involvement of artificial intelligence in Moneyvest as well, the platform that we're developing, there's definitely going to be involvement of GPT and of course artificial intelligence, because I believe it's going to enhance the overall user experience and also going to be very, very useful moving forward for everybody who's going to be using the platform. So that being said, I mean, Tesla here, $250, 1.64%. Of course, the last 3-4 days have been very, very good for Tesla stock, and pre-market we're seeing even more momentum. Next resistance is going to be all the way up to $262. That's pretty much going to be the target for Tesla, and this is a level that we haven't really seen. I take my statement back. So we haven't seen this level in about 6-7 months. The last time we were at these levels was back in January of 24, not more than a year ago, but about 6-7 months ago, we were at these levels back at around January, $240, $250. So it's nice to see that we're back at those levels. But like I said, resistance and target is going to stay put at $260, and a breakout beyond this is going to put us on the map to getting up to $275 to as much as $300 per share. I've got covered calls sitting at $295 and $350 that I sold for Tesla on Tuesday, or I believe on Wednesday, because Thursday was a holiday. I think I sold them on Wednesday. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And again, this right here is the entire platform that you can access if you want to join. Again, do a full comprehensive fundamental analysis on a Tesla. As you can see, the increase in the stock price. You can come over here, take a look at the Moneyvest index, Moneyvest metrics, and of course, a lot of fundamental analysis on everything that you want to look at and plot for the company. This has been the revenue growth, very, very strong. This has been the gross profit growth for the company as well. You can also look at the last, let's say 4 or 5 quarters. You can go over the quarterly data and take a look at that as well. It has been stabilizing a little bit, especially net income, and that's been one of the reasons why the stock price was obviously not doing super well, because if you take a look at the net income, it was obviously coming down quite a bit. So hope you all enjoyed this video. and found it helpful, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Tesla for me is still a long-term hold, a company that I believe is going to do incredibly well over the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years out. A lot of that depends on two words: execution and adoption. If there is a very strong execution but there's no adoption, it's not really worth selling what they're selling. But if there is a lot of adoption but poor execution, a competition is going to win over Tesla. So these two words, very, very important for Tesla's story long term, and that is execution and adoption. They need to make sure that they execute and the adoption is also solid. So hope you all enjoyed it, found it helpful. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget 4th of July sale, coupon code July4, 60% off on all educational courses, and the links to our Patreon is going to be down below if you want to get early access to the beta launch for the MoneyVest platform. Happy investing. I'll see you all in the next video.